Some of you Igbo brothers in South Africa, stop selling coke, stop doing bad business in South Africa. Now, some of you Igbo brothers, not all, some of you, your lifestyle in South Africa does not match your job description in South Africa. Some of you Igbo brothers in South Africa refuse to leave South Africa because you're selling powder substance, chalk or maggi, whatever you call it, coke, but not Coca-Cola.
If you're a Nigerian living in South Africa and what you do is powder business, you have to stop. You guys are terrible. You have to stop. You need to stop. It is because of you, it's because of most of you that the innocent Nigerians, people who are living there legally, are also facing backlash. Because of people like you who sell powder.
Don't you know that we have got a problem of crime in this country? One of the highest crime rates in the world. Don't you know that? You can't call South Africa home when things are good only, and suddenly become a tourist when things get difficult. You can't do that.
Some of you Igbo brothers in South Africa, stop selling coke, stop doing bad business in South Africa. I made this video yesterday about Chika Ibe, who was tortured and later alleged that he was unalived by South African police because he refused to sign a confession papers, right? Now, some of you Igbo brothers, not all, some of you, your lifestyle in South Africa does not match your job description in South Africa. Some of you Igbo brothers in South Africa refuse to leave South Africa because you're selling powder substance, chalk or maggi, whatever you call it, coke, but not Coca-Cola. Some of you Igbo brothers, Chika was an Igbo man. I'm an Igbo guy, so I'm allowed to address Igbo people. I'm speaking to Igbo people, not Nigeria now, because Chika was the third Igbo guy that had been unalived in South Africa in the past 2 to 3 months. The reason is not clear. Some of you Igbo brothers in South Africa, you claim that you own African shop. You claim that you own fish and chips shop. You claim that you own barber salon shop. You claim that you're into real estate business. You claim that you're into clearing and forwarding. But your lifestyle does not match the lifestyle of anybody doing any of this. Some of you drive latest cars that only politicians can afford. Cars that medical doctors and lawyers may not even be able to afford in South Africa. That's what you cruise. Some of you live a flashy lifestyle. You live in neighborhood that anyone that is running a fish and chip shop cannot afford. Not even a barber salon can afford it. The locals know what you do. The police know what you do because they patronize you. You know what you do. And you're bringing shame, disgrace, bad name and reproach to other Igbo brothers and sisters doing legit business in South Africa and in other parts of the world. Some of Igbo brothers, you can do better, honestly. And I'm going to say this because I have big mouth. Some of Igbo brothers are also part of your problems in a sense that some of you are the one rating your fellow Igbo man out. Some of you, in some cases, some of you could also be the ones paying locals to unalive a fellow Igbo brother because business went wrong. It could also be possible. It could. I'm not saying it is. It could. Maybe. It's also some of you Igbo brothers that will also tip the police to go and search or bust some of your fellow Igbo brothers that you are doing business together. Maybe because of jealousy or business went wrong. That's a possibility. We have lost 3 Igbo brothers. The way they were tied was worrisome. It wasn't linked to the xenophobic attack. They get into Joe's shop. It was reported that Joe owned an African shop. In front of his shop, they poof him. Joe was not the only immigrant there. Joe was not the only Nigerian there. They just spied Joe in front of his shop, just like that. It's suspicious. So you can do better. Stop going to people's country. You're breaking their law. Some of you as a man, some of you are doing all sorts of things. You're rubbing it on their face. Now then they patronize you. They know you more than you know yourself. Let us do better and be the best ambassador of Nigeria and the best ambassador of Igbo people. Bikono.
If you're a Nigerian living in South Africa and what you do is powder business, you have to stop. You guys are terrible. You have to stop. You need to stop. It is because of you, it's because of most of you that the innocent Nigerians, people who are living there legally, are also facing backlash. Because of people like you who sell powder. If you're a Nigerian living in South Africa and all you do is sell powder, you need to stop. You need to stop. It is evil. It is wickedness. You're destroying the future of young people. You need to stop. If you're a South African also into this powder business, you have to stop it. It is not, you have to stop. It is terrible. It is a no part of the world that is going to accept. It's unacceptable. It doesn't make sense. And because of people like you, a lot of people are suffering. A lot of people are getting beaten on the streets. And then when South Africans talk about it, you guys want to gaslight them, but you know that what you do there is powder. It's terrible. You have to stop. Yes, the South Africans may not, they may not get it all right by asking immigrants to leave, whether legal or illegal. But for you guys selling powder in South Africa, it needs to stop.
Foreigners in South Africa, today this conversation is for you. Every foreigner in South Africa who has stayed here for years, come here. We need to talk. All right. Some of you think that I'm against you. Some think that I've sold out. Some think that I'm just confused, lost the plot. Some think that I'm stupid, attention seeker. I'm doing this for likes. Well, that's okay. Just give me a few minutes, right? Your Bible says that my people perish for lack of knowledge. Well, after this conversation, ignorance will no longer be an excuse, my people. It will be a choice. Because today I'm going to ask you one question that very few people are asking. What responsibility do you have to the country that has become your home, my people? Before anyone gets emotional, let me acknowledge something. I understand that many of you are struggling with this moment. I'm a foreigner too, so of course, I know. I feel what you feel. You have one foot in the country that you were born in and another foot in South Africa. You work here. Your children go to school here. You have built businesses here, right? Some of you have spent more years in South Africa than in the country that you were born. So I understand the conflict, me people. I understand the confusion, but confusion should never stop you from choosing the truth, me people. You see, people ask me, why are you speaking so much these days? Do you think that I enjoy controversy? No, me people. I'm speaking because I've got something to lose. I'm defending my plate of food. I'm defending the education that this country gave me. I'm defending the opportunities that this country gave me. I'm defending the future of the people who depend on me. If false narratives destroy this economy, they destroy my future too, right? Silence doesn't make me neutral, me people. Silence makes me irresponsible, right? Imagine that you own a business here, or you're building a career here. Would you really sit back and allow people thousands of kilometers away, people who don't live here, to shape the world's perception of the country that feeds you? Would you? And then call yourself smart? How? Now let me ask you something. Imagine living in a country for 15 to 20 years, building a life there, raising children there, starting businesses there, making friends, calling it home. Then the country enters one of the most difficult periods in its history. Exaggerated news starts spreading, right? Some of it made up, some of it is fake, some clips just going viral with zero context. Lies begin shaping international opinion now. People who don't even live here start telling the world what's happening over here. And you say nothing. Does that sound responsible to you, me people? No, let's talk. Don't you know that we have got a problem of crime in this country? One of the highest crime rates in the world. Don't you know that? And because poverty keeps rising, don't you know that criminals take advantage of protests and marches around here to do their dirty work? You don't know that. Don't you also know that the country itself is under attack after challenging some powerful people out there? Don't you know that? So why do you keep silent, me people? Why? Here is what I think that many foreigners don't understand. Acknowledging South Africa's problems doesn't make you anti-foreigner, me people. You can acknowledge that hospitals are under pressure, that schools are failing to accommodate the number of children, right? That unemployment is devastating around here, that public services are struggling. You can acknowledge that. The economy is under strain. Those realities, they affect you too, me people, don't they? Recognizing those realities doesn't make you... It doesn't mean that you're agreeing with hatred. It means choosing honesty over denial. In fact, if you have lived here for years, you may not be a South African citizen, but you are a South African resident. This country's success is your success, me people. Its pain is your pain. You cannot enjoy the harvest of a field, me people, and then disappear when it's time to pull out the weeds, right? You can't call South Africa home when things are good only, and suddenly become a tourist when things get difficult. You can't do that. Let me put it another way also. Imagine that you have been renting a house for 20 years. You have raised your children there. You have built your life there. And one day, the roof starts leaking. The walls begin to crack. The owner says, hey, we need to fix this. But you keep insisting, no, everything is perfect. Eventually, the whole house collapses, right? Well, congratulations to you. Now everybody's homeless now. You see where I'm coming from? That's exactly what happens when we pretend that problems don't exist, me people. And here's what worries me. If this economy weakens, if businesses continue to close, if unemployment gets worse here, if opportunities disappear, you know what happens? People will naturally start asking difficult questions here. Fairly or unfairly, foreigners become the easiest people to blame. I'm not saying that is right. I'm saying that's reality though. Which is exactly why protecting this economy isn't only South Africa's responsibility, me people. It's your responsibility too. You should be speaking. In fact, I would argue that you have an even greater responsibility to defend the truth here, because you know both sides of the story. You have experienced South Africa as a foreigner. You have also experienced South Africa as a resident, right? Who is in a better place to bring balance to this conversation than you do? Who? And while we're here, let me also speak to Africans who are outside South Africa. Please, me people, stop celebrating South Africa's problems. Think, me people, millions of your own brothers and sisters live here. Zimbabweans, Mozambicans, Malawians, Congolese, Nigerians, Ethiopians, millions. If South Africa's economy suffers today, who do you think suffers first? Who? Many of your own families, they depend on money that is earned in this country. Many businesses in your own countries depend on trade with South Africa. These are facts. It's economics. Wishing South Africa to fail is like celebrating a fire in the kitchen while your own food is still cooking inside. What exactly are you celebrating? As a Zimbabwean, let me speak to my own people as well. Many Zimbabweans are also on special permits, right? And their future depends in part on the stability of South Africa. Thousands of Zimbabwean families survive because someone is working here, right? Businesses back home also survive because goods move across this border every single day, right? So if you're cheering for South Africa's economy to collapse, me people, you are campaigning against your own future. You are like a tree campaigning for an axe to become the minister of forestry. You don't realize that the policy that you're supporting is the one that will cut you down. All I'm saying is that Africa's problems are too complex for slogans, too complex for social media, too complex for tribal emotions. I have spent years studying these issues, and one thing becomes clearer the deeper that you go. Reality is not as simple as our anger, me people. You need to slow down and think and choose truth over emotion. Because if the house that you're living in catches fire, me people, it doesn't matter where you were born, right? You either help put out the fire or you burn with everybody else. So, yeah, I'm done. The blanket is yours, me people. You can either cover yourself with it or you put it on the floor and lie on it. The choice is yours, really.